Hey, hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Chastity. Here we talk about beauty, entertainment, celebrities, TV shows, animes, and kind of anything else that garners my attention this week. So today, as you can see by the title, we're doing something very different. There's no actual topic that I'm going to discuss, anything like that. Just because the last two videos I did were super drama filled and a lot of work and energy and kind of draining to deal with. I kind of want to do something a little bit more fun, a little bit kind of something that's gonna help you guys get to know me a little bit, because I feel like from just watching my channel you might not know that I am a huge fan of music. I love music so much. When I say from the moment I wake up to the time I fall asleep, I am listening to music. It's not like I'm musically inclined, but I just have this hunger for it, and I go out of my way to find more music. My Spotify wrap up was a mess. It was an absolute mess. I think this year alone I listened to 300 plus artists from multiple different countries, because I love music from all over the world. It doesn't matter if I can speak the language or not. Music transcends language, so I'm if it sounds good to me, I want it. So I just thought that doing my favorite albums in 2020 would just be a great way to end the year, especially it's the holiday times. We had those two drama filled videos. Let's be happy. Let's talk about something non-consequential, just off the pure fact that yes, 2020 was hot garbage, but it gave us some great music. Quick disclaimer, these are my favorite albums of 2020. Mine. Chastity's. Miss Kickback. These are albums that I like from artists that I love. You're probably gonna have some album stuff that I'm not gonna name. Please don't get mad at me. I'm saying this that's gonna matter. But hopefully, it's music. I like what I like. You like what you like. Just because I don't name your favorite artist and their album does not mean it wasn't good. Does not mean it didn't have no bops. Don't mean any of that. This is just my personal taste. This is also in no particular order, so don't worry. I'm not ranking anything. So anyway, the first project on my list is Tyler Park's Coping Mechanism. My top 5: Systems, Stare, Sad, Fixer Upper, Residue. Those 5 songs, give them a listen. They are perfection. Especially Sad. Sad is such a great opener. I feel like it just personifies what type of album this is going to be. Coping Mechanism is a great blend of pop, of indie, hip-hop, kind of R&B and dance, all of that kind of mushed together to make some incredible sounds. And I feel like the whole purpose of Coping Mechanism, said by Tyler, is that this was about a breakup and kind of how you cope and deal with life moving forward without that person. Because a lot of times when you're, especially depending on the person, some people they're very codependent in relationships, and you spend so much time together and you do so much together and your worlds kind of get wrapped up in each other, and then when they're gone, there is just this kind of space, this emptiness. How do you move on past that? And I really feel like this project exemplifies that. It's the stages of what you go through after your heart being broken. You trying to go back out there and be flirty, and you want to be all of that. And then being content with being alone for a certain amount of time. I feel a lot of people jump back into things, and I feel like there is a song on this project where it's very much so being this is my mess. I have to deal with this. Also, I think another great thing about this project is this past September, Tyler came out as queer, and she said that she used this project as a way to really explore her sexuality. And I can definitely feel that, because some of these songs have a Janelle Monáe Dirty Computer type of vibe. It's futuristic in a way. It's just, oh my god, what a project Coping Mechanism is. Next on my list is Fatal Love by Monsta X. Yes, I am a wee bit of a K-pop fan, but really it's just Monsta X and GOT7. My top 5 are Beast Mode, Gasoline, Gasoline, Nobody Else, Guess Who, Stand Together. This project is very dark and eerie and a little bit intense, and definitely slightly experimental with the sounds. I think the title track, Love Killer, that is dark, and it has a beautiful progression, and it's just very, I don't want to use the same words over again, but it's very intense, and I kind of love that very much. I think Gasoline, another amazing song on that project that is like Latin inspired. Like, it definitely has heavy like Latin inspiration with like a super heavy bass, and I love a good bass. One thing about me, Chastity, she a sucker for a good bass. Next project on my list is Runaway 2000 and Forever. Listen. My favorite songs off this project: Ape Shit, ATM, Rolls Royce, Gucci, Lil Nokia. I'm going to start this off by saying that Runaway is the personification of pop music. This album is a pop album, and do not let anyone tell you otherwise. I am sick and tired of Black girls not being allowed to have a space in pop music. It makes no sense to me that if you are a Black girl and you make music, you are either a rapper or you're an R&B artist, and you can't be anything else. This project, Runaway is pop. The antics that she does, the clothes, the theatrics, it is a literal pop music blueprint. But because not only because Brie Runaway is dark skinned, she's a dark skinned Black woman, and I'm low-key getting heated, and I shouldn't be, but it's unfair to me that Brie Runaway is not being seen as the pop girl that she is. She is a pop artist, and y'all need to recognize that. Not every Black person wants to make R&B music. Not every Black person wants to be a rapper. It's the way you box especially Black women. You put Black women in these narrow-ass boxes. But Brie does not seem scared. She makes the music she wants to make, and I love it. I love that for her. This is an extremely versatile project. When I tell you not one song sounds like the last, like every song, it just has new elements and like new feel to it. It's so refreshing, especially for female hip-hop artists to be doing what she's doing. Again, she's towing that line of pop, and I love it. I love it so much. And you can definitely hear the Missy Elliott inspiration. She actually, on ATM, got a feature from Missy, and I'm so happy. Because if you look at Brie, you watch her music videos, you can tell that she is a child of Missy, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we have another child of Missy for our generation, because please watch any of Brie's like music videos from this year alone. She really put her foot in these music videos, and it's so amazing. Dante Hitchcock's Better. Let me just get into the songs I love. I Got Money, Flashbacks, Give Me Your Money, Circles, I Remember Growing Up / Mother God. This, like, Dante Hitchcock's Better, in my opinion, is one of the best hip-hop albums to come out this year. I said it. I said it. And I don't feel bad about it. I truly don't. It's the way you can't change my mind. Like, I would fight you. 100%. This is an album I'd fight for. And what makes it better is this is just his debut project. He has so much more to do and grow. And I feel like this album exemplifies all the best parts of hip-hop. The parts that I feel like mainstream media just kind of glosses over, because y'all are so stuck on looking at trap music and letting that be the face of Black people, when there's so many artists in hip-hop that are not making that music, but you refuse to go out and find them yourself. There are so many people in hip-hop, Dante included, that is making some amazing ass music. Beautiful rap music, telling stories, our stories, but y'all don't care. And you blame it on billboards, but we're in 2020. Billboards don't run us like they used to. Like, I know back in the day, like, radio had a real strong hold on what you listened to, because that was the only way you got informed on music. But now, when we have all of this, we're connected, there's no excuse. There's no way that me, just some random Black girl from the East Coast, is listening to, like, Filipino artists. like on a regular. I'm listening to artists from France because I go out of my way and look for more. I'm not going to let like Billboard Hot 100 dictate what I think is good music. I'm going to find it because I actually like music. Some of y'all just want to sit and complain, be like, hip hop's not good no more. Hip hop, no, that's what mainstream music is. Mainstream music is rarely ever good. Very few, every once in a while, you know, there's a handful of real good artists who slip through the crack and become mainstream. But that's not the case overall. And again, Dante is one of them. Better is a mix of soulfulness, of introspective wisdom. It truly does feel like you're in church sometimes. This young man is brilliant. His future is so bright. And I'm so blessed to have found him. And I hope that maybe after this, y'all would give him a shot. Please. Oh my God, the project is so good. It's so good, actually. I have a thing I do on Spotify called like Mermaid Tapes, which encapsulates like my favorite music of that year. I did one last year. I'm doing one for this year. So I'll probably link that in the description. So if you want to like listen to it and kind of hear what type of music I listen to like beyond this list, you can definitely check that out. All right, next is 5 Seconds of Summer, Calm. Listen, I don't care what any of y'all gotta say. Them white boys, they make music. Oh no, because listen, is the way I heard Youngblood and was like, how can you top this? That Youngblood, a great album, give it a listen. I was like, this is a good ass project. Like, nothing can beat it. And then I heard Calm. When I tell you that is a project with no skips. Even the song, because there's like songs, there's like, I feel like in music and albums, there's album songs and then there's songs you put in your playlist. There's like a couple songs that are like, they stay on the album, but I don't skip them. Like, I don't put them in my playlist to listen to in my free time, but you best believe if I'm playing that album from top to bottom, I ain't skipping those songs because they're still so good. So this right here, picking like 5 songs was so difficult. Did I pick more than 5? Anyways, Old Me, Wildflower, Best Years, Thin White Lies, Not in the Same Way. Honorable mentions, Lonely and High. Listen, I had to do an honorable mentions because that whole album is a bop. From start to finish, you can't skip nothing. It is so good and it's such a beautiful growth. It's just, I'm gonna get into this. This project has a very like mature, refined sound. Like I really think they've truly found their footing because Youngblood, it felt like a mix of a lot of things, a lot of like Arctic Monkey-esque. Like I feel like if you know in that alternative pop era what sounds that is, that Youngblood is very reminiscent of the time that it came out. Versus this feels like this is 100% 5 Seconds of Summer. This is them, this is their sound, this is who they want to be. And they've cultivated it so beautifully. It's very open and honest when you're talking about the topics of these songs. And it's very unique, again, when you're referencing back to their discography. It is very unique. I feel like this Calm is a great representation of who 5 Seconds of Summer is. And I hear they're dropping a new project, but I'm still listening to Calm and Youngblood. I'm still actively listening to both those projects. This project's very alternative pop, very upbeat. It's honestly a beautiful body of work from start to finish. Next is Tems for Broken Ears. She is a Nigerian artist and her music is dope. I remember like I was on SoundCloud, I think, just like searching and I heard one of her songs and I was like, who this? And this year she dropped For Broken Ears and I listen to it every day. I listen to For Broken Ears at least once a day. Top to bottom is good. So my favorite songs off that project, because I'm only naming 3 because it's a pretty short project. So Free Mind, Higher, Damages. Listen, listen. Please give give African artists chances. A lot of them are making a lot of waves in music and doing things that has yet to be done before. Like, please. If you only listen to America, this is just across the board. There are Black people making music in so many different languages, so many different countries, and they're really doing the thing. They truly are, and they need our support. Okay, not just in Africa, but there's like in Sweden, in France, in South America, everywhere. There are Black artists really pushing the boundaries of music and making art. And Thames is one of them. She truly is. It's a very good mix of like contemporary R&B, Afro beats, little dance hall-y, hip hop, all kind of fused into this like little just nugget of just like good music. Like, listen, I think by this point you kind of tell for the most part I like pretty chill music. I do. I like calming. Every once in a while I enjoy upbeat, but that's usually in like my hip hop. But I enjoy very chill singers. I don't want to say vibes because I feel like that's mad cringy, but you know what I mean? Just like, I don't know. I like R&B a lot. That is true. I'm an R&B girl. I have playlists for my 90s, early styles and stuff. I do. I just always love R&B music. Next is Jessie Reyez, Before Love Comes to Kill Us. All 46 versions of that album. There's so many versions of the album. My favorite songs are No One's in the Room, I Do, Worth Saving. Let me put my finger up like that's gonna count some. Girl, you 2 songs ahead. Worth Saving, Before Love Comes to Kill Us, and Coffin. I think I completely missed the fact that this is Jessie Reyez's like debut like album because she has so much music out. Jessie Reyez is someone that I love deeply and dearly. I think she personifies what I feel like an artist should be like. Just very in her space. She's not doing too much. She very much so lets her music speak for itself. I think her voice is very interesting. I know her voice is very like polarizing. I feel like you either really like her like voice or you hate it, which is fine. But I think we can all agree she writes good music. Like, the actual music being written is good. I actually would like to see her write for some people because we need more good music. We really do. I think her music videos this year, like, I feel like if it wasn't for COVID, we could have gotten some like even more amazing like Jessie Reyez like videos. Because like Before Love Comes to Kill Us, the themes in this project, again, I think I also really identified with this because just how she talks about how crushing love can be, that it truly doesn't have a happy ending, because either you both end up breaking up or you stay together long enough for one of you to die before the other, and you go from spending years and years with someone to at the end being alone. Because again, not all of us die at the same time as the person we love. That's not a thing that happens for everybody, you know? And the pain it must come with the person you love, the person you spent 40, 50 years together dying. That's heavy. And I feel like, again, she's a pretty pessimistic view on love. It is. But I think we very rarely speak about how truly tragic love can be, even in the happiest moments, and all the hurt and pain you go through to get to your happy end. Like, that's a lot. Love is not beautiful, like, in the grand scheme of things. Like, getting there is a tough road. I'm not going to say trials and tribulations. I won't, because that's for cheating. That's what y'all say when y'all be cheating on each other. If you're going through trials, no. It's just hard work. And I feel like Jessie Reyez's album kind of is, like, gives you the full scope of how kind of tragic love can be. Even if you find it, it's still not, like, perfect. It's a good project. I enjoyed it so much. Next is Coda the Friend, Everything. So my top songs are Summer House, BQE, Always, Long Beach, Away Park. Now, is this Code of the Friends best project? No. It's still a very good project. I feel like it has like summertime vibes. Like, this is what I hate about this year. This is a great project for like a road trip. Like, you just get in the car and you go, you get ice cream, you go to the you go out and you want to, like, this project makes you want to go out and live life. And there's just a liveliness to it. There is like happiness. It's very, when you hear it, you just want to go do something. And I feel like that was the intention of the project. Again, I feel like his first project is leaps and bounds better than this, but this is still a good project for what it is. And again, it's good. It just makes you feel good. It feels like a warm hug, if that makes sense. Like, it just feels like the musical, like, it just hugs your ears. Like, if that makes sense. It's just, it really sucked to listen to this album and then be stuck in my house. Or if I do leave my house, I gotta be 6 feet apart from people and wearing masks. Like, I want to go to the beach. I want to hang out with people. I want to be in the mix. Because it just felt like a soundtrack to a good summer. You know? Like, I could see this being used in like a summertime movie. It's just, I feel like musically it's nothing special or spectacular, but it's good nonetheless. I feel like a good album doesn't have to be this grandiose thing, but it did its job and it made me feel something, which I feel like is important. I felt something, and that's a lot more than I can say about some of his other albums. It didn't make me feel a thing. So there's that. Next is Matt McGee's Everything Starts From Now. So you already know the drill. The songs: End of the Earth, First Impression, For Show, Female Rapper Joint, Prideful. This project is very interesting to me. It's very soulful and poetic. Matt McGee really did something with this project. I really enjoy when rappers just do something different, you know? Because, again, I like trap music. There's no way, shape, or form I'm gonna act like I don't like trap music. I don't like throwing ass music. Like, no. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. But I also love this type of music too. Because I like when rappers make me feel something. Because rap is a beautiful art form. I think we can all agree. Like, that takes skill. Everybody can't rap. I know it looks like everybody can rap, but it can't. Like, to really, really rap, that takes so much skill and talent. I have to say, like, the production on this album is top tier. It's top tier producing. Everything just smoothly listen, I'm also a sucker for a good transition. And some of the transitions from one song to another, stop. Because this hit different. This hit different. Next is Wano Love Symphony #1, Right For Me. So, back to the fact that I'm a Monsta X stan. The whole Wano situation was when he had to leave the group. That was a lot for me. I was surprised. I cried. I didn't think that was something I was going to do, but I did. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning and it was shameful, and I don't care. I had a lot of emotions just because I don't like people who've shown growth. That's the thing. I don't care for people who do bad, who mess up and then they continue to mess up and they show and they lie and say they're going to change and they don't. I have no sympathy for those type of people. He had shown his growth as a person from when he was also a teenager. Okay, sure. And now he's like, what, 27, 28? Like, he's a grown-ass man. It hurt. That whole situation hurt. And I was right there with Mom Baby, like, every day tweeting. Because I found it so unfair. Because especially the person who those allegations came from, who has a track record of, like, ruining the lives of idols. Like, we're not going to get into that monster. Because they are. It's jealousy. It's pure jealousy because they couldn't make it. But that whole situation was really hard on me. I didn't think I would care this much. I really didn't. But I think one thing about Korea and K-pop music, they're really good at getting you invested because you're so connected to them. And like, I consumed so much Monsta X content that I really did have a connection. Like, I was like, these are my boys. Like, and when that happened and I was like crying 4 o'clock in the morning, I was just like, wow, it really came to this. I'm really crying. But he was able to have a solo debut, and that's how we got Love Symphony, which is part 2 coming out. I'm not sure. I think, is it supposed to come out like this month? Like at the end of this month? If it does, y'all, almost on every video with have you purchased? Have you listened to Love Symphony 2? But anyways, let me get into my favorite songs. Open Mind, which he called a cute song. This man is a demon. Because if you listen to Open Mind, English or Korean version, and call it a cute song, you've demon energy. Lost in Paradise. Oh my god. I'm only doing 2 songs just because, like, it's, what, 5, 6 songs? I can't, you know? But it's a great mix of, like, electro pop with, like, a deep bass. There is also this, like, melancholy to it, and, like, Losing You, which was, like, it was, like, a pre-single, I think, because it wasn't, like, because Open Mind was, like, the single, but, like, Losing You, that song being, like, a letter to fans. Oh, my God. But, oh, it was so good. Listen. That project was so good. Hopefully, for, like, the next project we get less, like, because what happened with this project was, like, so, like, Open Mind, there's English version and a Korean version on the project. Losing You, there is English version and a Korean version on the project, right? And then there's a interlude, and then Lost in Paradise, and I think 1 more or 2 more songs. So because of that, I could only really pick 2 songs because everything else was, like, English version, Korean version. So hopefully we can have less than that. I really could care less about having English version of songs. I mean, I enjoy Open Mind in English because, oh, she banger, she a bop. But, like, you can just have Korean versions. Just have the songs in Korean and I will be perfectly fine. Next is Miss Victoria Monet Jaguar. First of all, congratulations on the pregnancy. Oh my goodness, you're gonna be a mommy. Mommy Victoria, goodness. Can't believe it. I hope her and Kalani's daughter have play dates. I wish. Because especially now that we found out they used to match switch. That explains a lot. But yes, Miss Victoria Monet Jaguar, the woman who writes your faves music. Okay, all your faves. Yeah. They got songs. They want to hit. They go to Miss Victoria. I love to see it. So my favorite songs. This was tough. I actually ranked this album a long time ago when I did, like, a TikTok on it. And doing that video was super hard. But I ranked it, moment. Because what a moment that was. Experience. I love that kind of, like, 70s. It's something about, like, the 70s aesthetic and that 70s feel, that disco era. That just, it's so good. So good. Touch Me, please. Please. And the remix with Kalani made my little queer heart sing. Listen, I was like, yeah. And then apparently, because Kalani has a song. So Touch Me is about Kalani. And Kalani on her project has a song about Victoria Monet. I want videos. Oh, she real pregnant right now. Well, I wanted videos because I think there were supposed to be videos. There's so much supposed to happen. Next, We Might Be Falling in Love is probably my favorite, like, of, like, the short songs. And then last but not least is Title Track Jaguar. Jaguar is a great song. Don't lie to yourself. Don't. What an amazing piece of R&B music this whole project was. Like, from beginning to end. Just fantastic. Amazing. Next is Amine Limbo. I'm not gonna hold you. I did not like the deluxe, I feel like it didn't add anything. Also, that song Becky is putrid and I hate it. I'm gonna keep it stacked with you. But I really did enjoy this project. I feel like it's definitely better than his first project, which is usually not always the case. Usually artists' first projects are usually their best, and their sophomore album is usually but I think it's unfair. It's just because they've had more time to cultivate their first project. They've had years of material, years of things, and this is like your debut. And then like your sophomore album, you kind of have a lot less time. You have a lot more pressure, and you know people like you better when you're small and undiscovered. Bullshit like that. So my favorite songs off of Limbo are Pressure in My Palms, Stop It. If you hear that pressure in my palm and you don't get up, and that verse, I like, my favorite thing about hip hop is like adding the churchy elements, the choirs, the gospels, please, listen. We need it. We need it. So Pressure in My Palms, Roots, oh my god. Can't Decide, Mama, okay. I'm also a sucker when rappers like talk about their moms and have a whole dedicated like song to it, because I just feel like Black mothers don't get what they deserve. Like when it comes to like their children make it, and they act like some y'all, again, not every mother's a good mother, but y'all be talking crazy about your mama, and your mama worked 2 jobs to feed. I'm not gonna get into it. I've gotten into too much already. But I love a good dedicated song to your mother, okay? Let's big up. And then last is Woodland. Listen, this project is fun. It's a good time. There is a lot of deep messages in it as well, and then just some really fun times. I feel like Amine continues to push his bounds, continues to experiment, continues to try new things, and I feel like it works out for him. I feel like just do something different. I really, really love when artists try. Again, sometimes you try to do something different and it don't land. 'Twas life, you know? 'Twas life. But at least you made an attempt. You tried to do something different. And then next time it'll be better. I like to see it. I like to see it, okay? And I feel like Amine does that. This is the second time. He's impressed me. He's done different things, and I like it. This project's really good. Again, the deluxe don't do nothing for me. He could have kept it. It's not bad. It's just doesn't do what the better deluxe did for me. Like that's amazing. Next is YouTuber, my favorite YouTuber, Kenny JD. She dropped a little project this year called Black Neon. My 2 favorite songs are Northern Lights. I played the hell out of Northern Lights and Pretty. Listen, because when she first dropped the project, I gave it the first listen, but like it was August, right? And I was in summertimey fun vibes. Once it started getting a little cold out here, getting dark by 3 o'clock, like this lighting is because it's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock, okay? There's no sun out because it's 3 o'clock. I'm beaming, but that's because of my highlight. Look at my nose. Okay, wait. Is my third eye here? She's here. Someone mentioned that I said in my last video that that this beam is my third eye and she's open. My third eye and she's open. It's the way I have no memory of saying that. I'm clearly delirious. And I'm on a tangent. So sorry. But once it started, again, getting a little cold, I, like, got back into the project, and I was like, yes, this is the mood. It's very dark and eerie and sexy and very, oh, my God. I will always like Naughty Pine. Naughty Pine will always be, that was the first time she really gave us music, gave us anything, let us know. Like, embarrassed, stop. Cigarette, okay, I'm a not stan, but I'm a stan, because Kenny makes such good music. Like, it's very rarely do you meet a YouTuber that don't make YouTube music. I feel like if that, like, makes sense. There's YouTube music, and then there's YouTubers who happen to make music. And Kenny is a YouTuber who happens to make music. And Black Neon is so... Listen, On a lot of my TikToks, I would just over and over again use a Kenny song because it just fit the mood of my makeup. Again, Pretty, Northern Lights. The whole project. She has a song called Playing God, and then she has another song where she uses the beat from Paramore's Playing God. Stop it. Stop it, Kenny. I am a Paramore stan. Listen. And then Haley's project. I forgot to mention Haley's project. I think I haven't listened to it in a while. I think that's why it's not here, because I haven't listened to it more. God, I'm not good when I don't have my script. But her project is good, but I haven't listened to it as much. So that's why it's not here. But like, I moved past that. Kenny, she did that. I want her to drop a full album. I want music videos. I want the whole 9. I wanted Miss Kenny. I wanted Kenneth. I want it. And the best album of 2020 is Chloe and Halle's Ungodly Hour. This wasn't ranked, but it was ranked. It was ranked in number 1. Will always be Chloe and Halle. Ungodly Hour. The best thing to bless our ears in 2020. They've done that, okay? From the music videos to the live performances, the show those girls have done, the different renditions they've done of the same songs, giving a, oh my God. Y'all don't seem to understand that Chloe and Halle are the future of music. Beyonce saw it, and she let them do what they want to do. Because y'all really pay The Kids Are Alright dust, but The Kids Are Alright is a great body of work. Immaculate. Truthfully and honestly. But that's not what y'all want. Whatever. It's, because honestly, I feel like The Kids Are Alright is R&B, purely R&B. Not R&B. It's alternative R&B, I would say, is what The Kids Are Alright is. And I feel like Ungodly Hour is definitely in line with more traditional R&B, but it still has something that the rest of the girls aren't doing. There's just something about their writing, which again, they write their music themselves. The instrumentals, which again, Miss Chloe, listen, the greatest producer of her generation. I'm just saying Chloe just might be. Oh my God. And then Halle's voice, I'm so excited to see her as Little Mermaid. Listen, Halle is the personification of Disney Princess. And they're so talented, and this album was so good. I think it blew everyone's expectations out the water. I don't think anyone I could have. Third eye open. But that's because I'm a Chloe and Halle stan. And I heard The Kids Are Alright. I know the potential. I know. But, like, I knew this album was going to be amazing. I was just happy the rest of y'all caught up. And I'm happy that they're, like, opening for award shows. They're doing all these things, and they're getting their just dues. Because those girls are the future. See, y'all was trying to look at Beyonce crazy because she got these 2 little girls off YouTube, and now look at us. Look at 2020. The year of Chloe and Halle. The year of Chloe and Halle. Oh! I love seeing young black, and I think it's so amazing that they have locks. And they, through this whole promotion of this album, because they're still promoting this album. I don't care what you say. The album is still being promoted. Okay? They've shown the versatility and beauty in locks. And you love to see it. It's the way I jumped into standing. I didn't even name no songs. I'm so sorry. So this is in order as well. Lonely. Y'all don't give Lonely its just dues. Lonely is my favorite song. Just because as an introvert, I love being alone. I love being by myself. I don't feel sad alone. I feel the most happiest when it's just me. And I feel like I just love the whole message of it. You don't have to feel lonely just being alone. And I think a lot of people, you have to learn to be happy with yourself and to love who you are. And I feel like that song exemplifies it. Oh, okay. Wonder what she thinks of me. Listen, songs about cheating are terrible songs. Songs about being the other woman are bops. And I don't know what you want me to do about it. Like Miss Kenya says, I can't make a bop not be a bop. And again, cheating is wrong and bad. And the songs about being a cheater are wrong and bad. But the songs about being the other woman are exemplary. They just are. I don't make the rules. I don't. And that is why I wonder why she thinks of me ranks so high. That song is amazing. Okay? And I really want a video for that song. I'm talking about, like, I want a Western theme and a saloon with those doors that kind of swing open. Oh my God. If the corset, stop it. Pay me. Someone pay me. I have this. Okay. Ungodly Hour. Listen. What a title track. What a title track. The girls ain't doing it like this. They're just not. And I'm really in. It's the way I gave such, like, in-depth like opinions in the beginning of this video, and I'm standing right now, and y'all gonna have to move past it. You're gonna have to move past it. Forgive Me. That song and video are amazing. Oh my God. And then ROYL, Rest of Our Lives. Stop. I actually really like Rest of Our Lives. I know most people kind of like don't care. I think Rest of Our Lives is a great like ending track. Like it's a good like grand finale. I feel like it kind of like tops off the album very well because it's no skips. You know, I don't even like particularly like Baby Girl. Because the thing is with Baby Girl, it starts playing and I think of my brain switches to Baby Bird from The Kids Are Alright. And the song with like Sway Lee, it's not a horrible song per se. It just got too much Sway Lee, and he has too much while doing nothing. You get what you see what I see, right? It's you have a lot, but you're giving nothing. But also, I just feel like that song with Sway Lee on someone else's album would be the best song on that album, but because that song is stacked up against so many heavy hitters, it kind of just falls to the bottom. But oh my God, I don't know if I can sing any more praises for Ungodly Hour and the way that Ish deserves the world, and those two young women are the future of music, and I'm happy to be part of it. I feel like people who, like, cause I'm only 22, so I really didn't grow up. Like, Beyonce was a fixture in my life, but like I didn't have the cognitive abilities to like appreciate Beyonce the way I could have. But now I got Chloe and Halle, and I can appreciate this, and I can't wait in like 20-30 years where they're in a place like Beyonce. Oh, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's it. I'm done gushing about all these people I love. I'm done. I swear I'm done. But yeah, these were like my top albums of 2020. What were your top albums of 2020? Also, like, what were your favorite songs of 2020? I'm really interested. Like, those of you who came and subscribed, I would like for this video to be a way for us to kind of like get to know each other. So I tell you, because I feel like music is a great way to tell what type of person someone is. So I told you what my favorite albums were. You tell me what your favorite album songs were, and we kind of just like key in like the description. Also, if you have any, or after like listening to me talk about these groups of people, if you have any recommendations for artists that I should listen to, I would love to take it. Please, let's just like use this video as a way to kind of like those like the at the time of this video, like 200 of you. It's so weird. It's so weird that the 200 of you who decided to subscribe, like, this is like this is the kickback. This video is the kickback itself with the good music. So let's like chop it up and get to know each other. Like, again, in 2021 we'll probably get back to the regular regular scheduled programming of videos, but like it's holidays. My immediate family and me are having a good time. Not my extended family. I like not being sick. Okay? So, like, I kind of just want to spend it with my family. I want you guys to spend it with your families, too. But like, unless something like crazy happened, and then you know I gotta make a video, you know I have to. But if everything stays pretty chill, like y'all ain't gonna see me, unfortunately. I just want to like chill, relax, be free from college. Oh my god, and just relax. So I think that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, what were your top albums of 2020? What were your top songs from 2020? I hope you guys have a good day. Again, thank you for joining the kickback. Welcome. Again, hope you brought your own bottles. Bye, guys.